Throughout this year, we've been telling you how the Austin Police Department has been meeting with residents along Rundberg Lane near the I-35 corridor, trying to combat crime that goes on there. KXAN's David Scott reports this includes a new measure talked about tonight, convincing stores to cut off the booze sales to certain people.
I always do worse when someone's watching.
Richard the juggler can be found along Rundberg every day. What's happening there doesn't scare him.
And I've lived in Tucson and LA, and by comparison, there's really not a rough spot of Austin. I mean, there are areas that are, obviously more crime-ridden than others, just as in any town. But by comparison, there's nowhere in Austin where I'd be worried about walking.
Tell that to the people who live here, who walk past the drunks and the crime scenes. Tell that to police who have their hands full.
You have these little pockets, these hotspot areas where crime has just historically just been there time after time after time. And so those are the problems and that's what people are concerned with. The drug dealing outside in the open or the prostitution, that's just all over the place.
Police are encouraging merchants not to sell alcohol to anyone already drunk.
I'm going to introduce the team members.
Meetings like this kick around ideas like beautification, more police and community patrols, better lighting. Folks like Linda Kruger have seen their neighbors robbed or worse. The top priority?
Getting the crime under control, really alleviating that, getting people back on the streets, feeling comfortable walking from place to place and enjoying the parks and all of that again.
In other words, getting the sun to shine again for all the people along Rundberg Lane. David Scott, KXAN News.
Cutting crime with Restore Rundberg has been a goal for quite a while. Back when this outreach began, APD told us that 11% of all violent crime was traced to calls in the Rundberg area. 2 years ago, Rundberg actually saw the first of the city's 4 crime cameras. And earlier this year, police began patrolling and promoting towing of junk cars to change the look of that area. And as a part of the $1 million grant for Restore Rundberg, the University of Texas Sociology Department is studying the best ways to come up with a long-term fix.